Okay, living in the present, expanding the present. What do I mean by this? Well, I've noticed that a lot of us define ourselves as a product of the past, and we say to ourselves that we would only be happy if we achieve what we want to achieve in the future. And I was actually watching an Alan Watts video, and a lot of it, a lot of what I'm going to say is absorbed from that. So just be with me, I'll be explaining everything. So it got me thinking that shouldn't the pursuit of what we want to achieve be enough to make us happy in the present? Like, we want to achieve something in the future. Can we not be happy about the idea that we are putting in the work to achieve it and we are making some progress and we are getting some results out of it? Can we not be happy by that idea? Why should it always be conditional? Like, why is it only if you achieve it then you'll be happy? What if you don't? What if you don't achieve what you thought you would? What happens then? You do achieve something because you put in the work consistently, but it's not what you thought you'd get. Wouldn't you be happy then? Like, this is what I was thinking. Because if you watched my previous video from last week, I was frustrated about my gym, about all the, like, my routine was getting very monotonous, and it was basically me repeating the same exercises. And I thought I'll only be happy after I get a certain physique. But now that I think of it, the work I put in is is greater than I've ever put in the gym before. Like, my routine is good, I'm progressively overloading, I'm eating nicely. So shouldn't this whole process make me feel good? And your brain, I've also noticed that your brain actually fears the amount of work it is required to do. So maybe just focusing on what to do today is better than thinking about the future, because if you think of the future, well, your brain gets overloaded with what it what all it has to do, and it actually wants to avoid that much amount of work. Even in the gym, if you push yourself every day a little bit, you would also notice that on the fourth or fifth rep, you want to be on the and the fifth rep. You don't want to be thinking about, oh, four more are left, oh, five more are left. Because once you start thinking about it, you don't want to do any more of it. You have to be doing the rep you are at. You have to be running the mile you are in. You can't think of how much is left, because when you start thinking that, your brain wants to, like it wants to make you stop. So I guess we have to expand the present. We have to expand it so much so that we should know exactly what we're going to do. Like, I should know that I have to breathe in, I have to brace my core, I have to go down, I have to come up explosively and breathe out slowly. Like, this is the expansion. And okay, I am talking in terms of what I understand, but you have to integrate this whole thing in your art, whatever you do. And I guess you are getting what I'm saying, because you might have experienced this. Your brain procrastinates when it sees a lot of work. It sees that you want to do this much amount of work, and it just wants to avoid it. It wants to avoid discomfort. It's a evolutionary thing, but you have to see through it. You have to see through the patterns of the brain, and once you start seeing through it, you can actually make it do stuff that you truly want to do, and it sets you free in a way. Anyways, it's interesting how I got this realization in a week, expanding the present. It's beautiful when you think about it. And also, the past. Okay, Alan Watts also talks about that we are not defined by our past. The past is done. Whatever you have done is done. You can't change that. It's not, you can't go back. Nothing is happening. You might have to face uh, the outcomes of what you did wrong, but you can't change what you did. And it should not define you, because every day you get the opportunity to be someone different, to do something that you truly want to do. And I know it is easier said than done. In the process of doing new things, in the process of doing what you want to do, you sometimes go back, because the identity of who you were and who you want to be clashes, and the identity of who you were does not want to die. So it goes back sometimes, and it's fine. It's fine. We all drift from back and forward, we oscillate sometimes, but it's important to keep moving forward. It's important to think less about what you did in the past and think more about what you do today. What you do today when you expand it. Like, you have to expand what you do today. If it's whatever it is for you, if it is studying, if it is training, running, meditating, whatever it is, whatever your art form is, wherever you express yourself, you must expand it. You must go deep and really, just absorb everything. You must put in everything so that you don't actually get time to think of how much work is left. Now, obviously, I'm not saying that don't consider the future, because, see, our goals, whatever we aspire to do, is something in the future, but we also decide what we have to do daily from that goal, right? After we have decided what we have to do daily, I guess we should forget about how much work has to go in the future. We must only focus on today. And that is what I feel sets us free from thinking what's going to go in the future. I hope I'm making some sense. I hope I'm right about this. And I hope you guys connect with this. That is it. That is what I wanted to say. I feel, Alan Watts describes it beautifully, that normally our past is very big, our future is very big, and our present is a very small point. What he wants us to practice is that our past should be a small point, our future should be a small point, and our present should be expanded. And I guess that is a really good way to live. Anyways, I'm practicing to integrating it. I'm not like perfect at it. Who is, anyways? But I'm starting to enjoy a lot of the things now. Because I only think of, okay, what are we doing now? It sets me free from thinking about the future, which is nice. Which is nice. I hope you guys start doing this as well, because You should experience how it feels. It feels liberating sometimes. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one.